Hi everyone, welcome to the wonderful world of geometrical shapes, surface areas and volumes. Monisha here. In this video, I will be doing a new chapter, the introduction part and exercise 15.1 of surface areas and volumes. You might be familiar with some of the solids like cuboid, cone, cylinder and sphere. In our day-to-day life, we come across a number of solids made up of combination of two or more basic solids. You can see here, cube, pyramid, sphere, cylinder, cone, triangular prism, cuboid and hexagonal prism and so on. You must have seen a truck with a container fitted on its back, just like this. A container fitted on its back, carrying oil or water from one place to another. It is made up of two shapes. One is cylinder and two hemispheres. You might have seen a test tube. So these test tubes are also a combination of solids. It is made up of a cylinder and a hemisphere. Similarly, while traveling, you might have seen some big and beautiful buildings or monuments made up of combination of solids. If for some reason you wanted to find the surface areas of volumes or capacities of such objects, we have to find out the surface areas and volumes of it. In this chapter, we are going to study about how to find the surface areas and volumes of each and every object. Surface areas of combination of solids. Consider the container as shown in figure 1. How do we find the surface area of such a solid? Whenever we come across a new problem, we can break it down into smaller problems. We can see that this solid is made up of a cylinder, one cylinder and two hemispheres which are attached to the either ends. If we consider the surface of a newly formed object, we would be able to see only curved surfaces of two hemispheres and curved surfaces of the cylinder. Therefore, in order to find the total surface area of the new solid, we have to do the sum of curved surface area of each individual shapes. So the total surface area of this shape will become curved surface area of a cylinder plus curved surface area of two hemispheres. So by doing this separately, we will obtain the total surface area of this solid. Let us now consider another situation. Suppose we are making a toy by putting together a hemisphere and a cone. We would take a cone and a hemisphere and bring their flat faces together. So here a cone is there and a hemisphere whose flat faces are brought together. We would take the base radius of the cone which is equal to the radius of the hemisphere. Here it is in a shape of a circle. So the base radius of the cone will be equal to the radius of the hemisphere. So here the total surface area of a toy will be equal to curved surface area of a cone plus curved surface area of hemisphere. So if we do the curved surface area of both the shapes separately and add it, we will obtain the total surface area of this particular toy. So this is the way to find out the total surface area and curved surface area of each combination of solids. I hope you understood this. Now we are going to learn about the very important formula of surface volumes of different shapes in the geometrical figure. First one is cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, frustum of cone, sphere and hemisphere. First one is cube. In cube, the face areas are x is equal to a square, y is equal to a square and z is equal to a square. Since cuboid all the sides are equal, then everything the face areas will become a square. Next is lateral surface area or curved surface area. So lateral surface area is also called as curved surface area, which is equal to 4a square. Next is total surface area. Total surface area is equal to 6a square. Volume of a cube is equal to a cube. Next it is body diagonal. Body diagonal is equal to root 3a. So what is lateral surface area or curved surface area? Area of 4 walls. You can see here, if you consider the shape, the outer surface, without considering the inside, then the outer surface is called as the lateral surface area. That is the area of the 4 walls. Next, total surface area is, along with this lateral surface area, if we take into consideration of this top and bottom portion, then it is called as total surface area. Formula of cuboid. Here the face areas are x is equal to length into breadth, y is equal to breadth into height, and z is equal to length into height. So the curved surface area or lateral surface area is given by the formula 2 into L plus B into H. Whereas the total surface area is given as 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. Volume is length into breadth into height, that is L into B into H. And body diagonal is square root of L square plus B square plus H square. Cylinder is the most important shape and most of the problems will be based on cylinder itself. So the formulas are very important. First is the face area. Face area means the area of this shape. Okay, here and bottom. So this area of this shape is circle. So the area of this circle is said to be pi r square, which is called as a face area. Next is CSA, curved surface area. If you take into consideration only this circular part, this line along with this line, okay, this circular part, if we make it as a rectangle, if you take out this cylindrical shape and if you cut and make it into a rectangle one, then that area is said to be curved surface area, which is given by 2 pi rh. So next is total surface area. Total surface area is along with this curved surface area, if you take into consideration the top and bottom portion, that is called as total surface area, which is given by 2 pi r into r plus h. Next is volume. Volume is equal to pi r square h. Pi r square is area of this surface and h is the height. So that will gives you the volume of a cylinder. Next, the very important geometrical shape is cone. Here the face area. Again, the area of the face is pi r square because it has a cylindrical shape. Next, slant height. Only for the cone or frustum of a cone we will get this slant height. Okay, so slant height is given by L is equal to square root of r square plus h square. Exactly like a Pythagoras theorem. Here you can see it is a right circular cone. That is, when you take the cone, when you circle this right angle, you will get this right circular cone. So next is CSA, curved surface area. Curved surface area is given by pi rl. Total surface area is given by pi r into r plus l. Next, volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Next is frustum of a cone. If you cut the top portion of a cone, the remaining portion of that cone is said to be frustum of a cone. It is just like the shape of a dustbin. So face area is pi r square. So here small area and this one is larger area. So pi r square. Here the top portion has smaller radius. So here taken it as smaller r. Here the bottom portion has large radius. So it has taken as capital R. So the areas on the top is pi r square, small letter r, and bottom portion is pi capital R square. Next is slant height. So cone and frustum of a cone, only in these two shapes the slant height is taken into consideration. Here the slant height is given by square root of r minus r, that is capital R minus small r whole square plus h square. Next is curved surface area. Curved surface area means the outer surface, the curved outer surface along with this perimeter, that is the line. Okay, it is given by pi into r plus r into l, r plus r into l. Next is TSA, along with the top and bottom portion, the curved surface area is also taken here in total surface area. That is pi l into r plus r, whole the CSA is taken. Next is pi small letter r square plus pi capital letter r square, because the top and bottom portion is taken into consideration in the case of total surface area. Last one is volume, that is 1 by 3 pi h into r square, that is capital R square plus small letter r square plus r into r. Next is height of the original cone. So height of the original cone h is given by r h by r minus r, capital R h by capital R minus small r. Moving to sphere and hemisphere. So here in sphere, the curved surface area and total surface area both are same, that is 4 pi r square. and the volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, so hemisphere is the exact half portion of a sphere. So hemisphere, the CSA is 2 pi r square. In sphere it is 4 pi r square. It is exactly half, that is 2 pi r square. And total surface area, here in the sphere, curved surface area, total surface area both are same, that is 4 pi r square itself. But in hemisphere, curved surface area is 2 pi r square and total surface area is 2 pi r square plus pi r square. 2 pi r square for this shape and pi r square for this base area of a circle. Okay, pi r square is equal to 3 pi r square. So next is volume 2 by 3 pi r cube, whereas volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. I hope you understood all the formulae. So these formulas are very important. If you don't by heart this problem means, formulas means, then you can't do any problem easily. Okay, so please by heart each and every formulas of all the geometrical shapes. Moving on to the first problem of exercise 15.1. Here two cubes are given. Okay, so this is the first cube and this is the second cube. So two cubes each of volume. So each cube is of volume 64 centimeter cube. So we have to write the data first. So volume is equal to 64 centimeter cube are joined end to end. So end of one cube has been joined to the end of another cube. So find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. When you join two cubes, it will become a cuboid. Okay, so two cubes when joined end to end, it will become a cuboid. So now we have to find out the surface area of cuboid. So we know that in a cube, all side length and breadth will be equal. Okay, so first here the given information is 64 centimeter cube, that is the volume of a cube. So volume of cube is equal to formula A cube. So volume here given it as 64 centimeter cube is equal to A cube. So A is equal to cube root of 64. So cube root of 64 means, so which number has been multiplied thrice so that we will get this value. So cube, okay, 4, 4, 4. So 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. So which number has been multiplied thrice so that we will get the value 64. So that number is 4. So 4 is the cube root of 64. Okay, so A is equal to 64. Here the length, breadth and height are given. Now the length is equal to A, which is equal to, the length is equal to A, which is equal to, here we have to write 4, not 64. Okay, so 4, it is equal to 4. Next it is breadth. Breadth is equal to again A, which is equal to 4 itself. Next is height. But the height of a cuboid is A plus A. Okay, A plus A, which is 2A, that is 2 into 4 will be equal to 8. So 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 8 centimeter. Okay, now length is 4 centimeter, breadth is 4 centimeter, but height is 8 centimeter. Now we need to find the surface area of a cuboid. So surface area of cuboid is equal to 2 into L into B, means length into breadth, plus breadth into height, plus length into height. Okay, L into B, B into H and L into H. So 2 into, so length is 4 and breadth is also 4, plus breadth is 4 into height is 8, plus length is 4 and height is 8. Okay, so 2 into 4 4s are 16, 8 4s are 32, plus 8 4s are 32. So it will be equal to 32 plus 32 plus 16 is equal to 80. So 2 into 80 is 160 centimeter square. If they ask surface area, then it will be centimeter square. If they ask volume, then it will be centimeter cube. So surface area. Surface area is equal to 160 centimeter square. Okay, I hope you understood this. Moving on to the second question. The second question is, a vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere. Okay, a vessel is there. A vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a cylinder. So the hollow hemisphere is mounted, means a cylinder has been attached to this hollow hemisphere. Okay, so the diameter of the hemisphere. So this is the diameter of the hemisphere. So this diameter of the hemisphere is same to the diameter of the cylinder also, because both are attached to each other. Okay, the diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter. First I will write hemisphere. So hemisphere diameter is equal to 14 centimeter. Therefore radius will be 14 by 2, that is 7 centimeter. Okay, so diameter is 14 centimeter and radius is 14 by 2, 7 centimeter. So next is total height. Okay, next you have to keep it in mind, the radius of a hemisphere and height of a hemisphere is both are same. Height of a hemisphere and radius of a hemisphere are same. So radius is equal to height, which is equal to 7 centimeter. In the case of hemisphere, radius and height are same. Okay, so next is about the cylinder. So here in this vessel, the total height of a vessel is 13 centimeter. So total height of vessel is equal to 13 centimeter. So we need to find only the height of this cylinder. Okay. So height of cylinder is equal to total height of this vessel, that is 13, minus the height of the hemisphere. The total height of a vessel is 13 and the height of a hemisphere is 7. So 13 minus 7 is 6 centimeter. So this 6 centimeter is the height of a cylinder. Okay, so this is the height of a cylinder. So next we need to find out the inner surface area of the vessel. So inner surface area of the vessel is equal to CSA, that is curved surface area of cylinder, plus curved surface area of hemisphere. Okay, so in order to find the inner surface area of this vessel, we need to find the curved surface area of two separate geometrical shapes separately. So CSA of cylinder plus CSA of hemisphere. So CSA of cylinder is 2 pi r h, whereas CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Okay, here 2 pi r and 2 pi r are common. So 2 pi r, if you take 2 pi r common, the remaining will be h plus here 1 r is common. Okay, so we need to substitute the values. 2 into the value of pi is 22 by 7 into r. So radius of both a cylinder. So radius of both cylinder and hemisphere both are equal to 7 centimeter. Okay, so the radius of cylinder is and hemisphere both are same, that is 7 centimeter into h plus r. H is height of a cylinder. So height of a cylinder is equal to 6 centimeter plus radius. So radius of a hemisphere or radius of a cylinder. So radius is equal to 7 centimeter. Okay, here this 7 get cancels, is equal to 2 into 22 is 44. This bracket shows us a multiplication. So 6 plus 7 is 13. So 13 4s are 52, 5 carry, 13 4s are 52 plus 5 is 57 centimeter square. Since surface area is given, we have to write it as centimeter square. Therefore, inner surface area, so inner surface area of a vessel is equal to 572 centimeter square. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the third problem. A toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 centimeter mounted on a hemisphere of same radius. So the radius of the sphere and radius of the cone both are same because both are sharing the same base. So next, the total height of a toy. The total height of a toy is equal to 15.5 centimeter. That I have written in the data. That is, the total height of a toy is equal to 15.5 centimeter. So next, one thing you have to keep it in mind. Always the radius of a hemisphere and the height of the hemisphere will always be same. If radius is 3.5, then the height of the hemisphere will also be 3.5 centimeter. So next, the radius of the hemisphere and the radius of the cone both are same because it share the same base. So both are equal to 3.5 centimeter. Now we need to find out the TSA of the whole toy. Okay, so if we want to find out the TSA of a whole toy, then we have to separately find the curved surface area of cone and hemisphere. So curved surface area of a cone plus curved surface area of a hemisphere. So curved surface area of a cone is given by formula pi RL plus CSA of hemisphere is given by formula 2 pi r square. Okay, so next, here slant height is not given, we have to find it out first. So slant height is given by formula. We know that this is in the shape of a right angle triangle. If this is slant height and this slant height will be hypotenuse, this is height and this is radius. So according to Pythagoras theorem, L square, that is slant height hypotenuse square, is equal to sum of the squares on other two sides. That is slant height square is equal to r square, radius square plus height square, h square. Okay, so the slant height is given by the formula L is equal to square root of r square plus h square. Next here, h, we have not found out the h value, that is height of a cone. So we will obtain the height of a cone when we subtract the height of a hemisphere from the total height of a toy. Okay, so height of cone is equal to total height of a toy. Total height of a toy is 15.5 centimeter minus height of hemisphere is 3.5. So when we subtract 3.5 from 15.5, we will get the height of a cone. So that is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay, the height of a cone h is equal to 12 centimeter. So L is equal to r is 3.5 whole square plus h is 12 square. So 3.5 whole square, that is 3.5 into 3.5. So 5 5s are 25, 2 carry, 5 3s are 15 plus 2 17, 3 5s are 15, 1 carry, 3 3s are 9 plus 1 10. So the square root of 3.5 is 3.5 whole square is 12.25. Okay, so L is equal to 12.25 plus 12 square is 144. So L is equal to 12.25 plus 144 will be equal to 156.25. So now we need to find out the square root of 156.25. So 156.25. So we have to take into consideration this number which comes before the point. So the first three numbers. Here it is 156. We have to find a square number which will be less than 156. That is 13 13s are 169, which is more than 156. Next one is 12 12s are 144. So we can write 12 12s are 144. So in this type of problem where we have to find the square root, we have to add the same units place one more time. If 12 is there, we have to add 2, the units place one more time. So 12 plus 2 will be 14. So next here, the remaining is 12.25. In usual division, we will take only one number down. But here, in order to find the square root, we need to take the numbers in pairs. Okay, two numbers we have to take. Next, we have to apply a number here, so that we have to apply another number in the quotient, and when we multiply it, we have to get this number. Okay, so I'll be taking 5 here. Okay, so 145. So here it is 145 into 5. So it is 12.25. So 145 into 5 is, your point is not there. So 12.25. So the quotient is 12.5. So the square root of 156.25 is 12.5. Okay. So next we have to substitute it. That is TSA of toy. So TSA of toy is equal to pi RL. Pi is pi RL. Here pi R and pi R are common. So we can take pi R common here. If we take pi R common, remaining will be L, plus here pi R is common, the remaining will be 2R. So pi common 2 and r. Okay. So pi is given by value 22/7 into radius is 3.5. So slant height is equal to 12.5 plus 2 into r is 3.5. So we know that 3.5 is also equal to 7/2. Okay. See here, 7/2. So 2 3s are 6. So 1 will be remaining. If I put a point, a 0 will come. So 2 5s are 10. So 3.5 is also equal to 7/2. So instead of 3.5, we can write it as 7/2 plus 2 into 7/2. Okay. Here 7 get cancels. 2 1s are 2, 11s are. Here 2 get cancels. So remaining PSA of toy is equal to, here 11 remaining, next 12.5 plus 7. So that is equal to 11 into, it is 12.5 plus 7 is 19.5. Okay. So we need to multiply it, 19.5 into 11. So point here. So the answer is 214.5. Therefore, total surface area of a toy is equal to 214.5 centimeter square. Okay, I hope you understood this. 214.5 centimeter square. Moving on to the fourth problem. The fourth problem is a cubical block. So this is a cubical block. A cubical block of side 7 centimeter. A cube will be having same side. Okay, and each side is equal to 7 centimeter, surmounted by a hemisphere, where the top of a cube is a hemisphere, surmounted by a hemisphere. What is the greatest diameter of a hemisphere can have? Okay, so what is the greatest diameter of a hemisphere can have is the first question. Next one is find the surface area of a solid. We need to find the surface area of this solid. Okay, first is the greatest diameter of the hemisphere. That is the question, the first question. The greatest diameter of a hemisphere is equal to edge of a cube. Okay, so greatest diameter of a hemisphere. If hemisphere has been covered the entire surface, then the edge of a cube is equal to the greatest diameter. So this is the greatest diameter. So if the diameter is more than the edge, the hemisphere would have gone outwards the cube. Okay, so that will be wrong according to their assumption. Okay, so the greatest diameter of the cube, the greatest diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the edge of the cube, which is equal to 7 centimeter. So next, the edge of the cube is given by L, which is equal to 7 centimeter. Now we need to find out the total surface area of this solid. So if we need to find this total surface area of the solid, we need to remove this hemispherical part. Okay, therefore, total surface area of a solid is equal to surface area of the cube, minus area of the base. So this area of the base plus CSA of a hemisphere. Okay, so the surface area of a cube minus, there is a area of a base here because the circular shape is there. So area of a base plus CSA of the hemisphere. Okay, so this is the formula which we have to imply. First is L. Here R is not given since the diameter and the greatest diameter of the hemisphere is 7 centimeter. So if D is equal to 7 centimeter, then R is equal to 7/2. Okay, so this is the radius of a hemisphere. Okay, so next, TSA of solid is equal to 6L square. So this is the surface area of a cube. The formula for surface area of a cube is 6L square because it has 6 edges. Okay, surface area of a cube. So 6 into L is 7, so 7 square minus, here minus pi r square plus 2 pi r square. So 2 pi r square minus 1 pi r square will be pi r square, right? So it will become plus pi r square, larger number sign. So plus pi r square. So here 6 into 7 square is 49 plus pi is 22/7 into r square. R square is 7/2 whole square, means 7/2 is 2 times here. So I will be writing it 2 times, 7/2 into 7/2 because r square is there. So 7 cancels, 2 1s are 2 11s are. So here 6 9s are 54, 6 4s are 24 plus 5 29 plus 11 7s are 77 by 2. Either you can divide it or you can take the cross multiplication. Okay. So it is 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 18, 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5 plus 77 whole divided by 2. So it will be 8 plus 7, 15. So 1 carry, 9 plus 7, 16 plus 1, it is 6. 665 divided by 2. So we need to divide 665 by 2. So 2 3s are 6. Next is 2 3s are 6. Next is 5. 2 2s are 4. 1. Put a point here. 0. 2 5s are 10. So the answer is 332.5. So TSA, that is total surface area of a solid, is equal to 332.5 centimeter square. If they ask the surface area, then you have to write the unit as centimeter square. If they ask the volume, only at that time you have to write centimeter cube. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the fifth problem. Here, the hemispherical depression. You can see here a hemispherical depression is there. It has been carved out. The hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block such that the diameter of this hemispherical block L is equal to the edge of the cube. So edge of the cube, side of a cube. Okay, the edge of a cube is equal to diameter of the hemisphere, which is equal to L. So if diameter is L, then the radius of the hemisphere is equal to L by 2. Okay. So now we need to determine the surface area of the remaining solid. If this hemispherical depression is carved out, okay, then the remaining solid, what remains, we need to find out the surface area of that remaining solid. So the surface area of the solid is equal to, first, total surface area. We need to find the total surface of area of a cube plus curved surface area of this, only the curved surface area, not the total surface area, the curved surface area of the inner hemisphere minus the area of its base. This base we need to subtract. So TSA of cube is given by 6L square plus CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi r square minus area of base is pi r square. So is equal to 6L square plus 2 pi r square minus pi r square is pi r square itself. Okay. So here 6L square, write as it is, plus pi. We know that r is equal to L by 2 because radius is equal to the diameter. Diameter is L, therefore the radius is L by 2. So it will become L by 2 whole square. So 6L square plus pi L square by 4. Okay. So now by LCM we will get 6 4s are 24 L square plus pi L square divided by 4. Here L square is common. So we can take L square common here. The remaining will be 24 plus pi and this 4. Okay. So this is the surface area of solid. Because since the number has not given, we can't substitute anything. We can leave it this number itself. Okay. Surface area of solid. So surface area of solid is equal to L square by 4 into 24 plus pi centimeter square. I hope you understood this. So moving on to the sixth problem. Here the medicine capsule is in the shape of a cylinder. Okay. So this is in the shape of a cylinder where two hemispherical parts have been attached to both the ends. So the capsule will be in the shape of this. So the shape have two combination of solids. One is cylinder and the one is hemisphere. Okay. So here the entire capsule, the total length of the capsule. So total length of the capsule is equal to 14 millimeter. Okay. The entire length of the capsule is equal to 14 millimeter, whereas the diameter of the capsule. So this will be the diameter. Okay. Diameter of capsule will be equal to diameter of hemisphere. So which is equal to 5 millimeter. If diameter is 5 millimeter, then the radius will be 5 by 2. Okay. We know that radius of hemisphere is equal to height of hemisphere. So radius of hemisphere is equal to height of hemisphere, So which is equal to 5 by 2 millimeter. Okay. So now we need to know the full length of a capsule is 14 millimeter. The height of this hemispherical part is 5 by 2 millimeter. Whereas we don't know the value of the height of a cylinder. Okay. So height of the cylinder is obtained when we subtract this height 2 times height, because in the two sides the hemispherical part is there. 2 times this height of a hemispherical part by this 14. Okay. So then we will get the height of a cylinder. So when the entire height is subtracted to this, so when this height and this height, the hemispherical part has two heights because both sides the hemispherical part is there. So if both the heights are subtracted by this entire 14, then we will get the height of a cylinder. Okay. So height of cylinder is equal to 14, the entire height minus 2 times the height of a hemisphere. So 2 hemisphere is there. So 2 times the height of a hemisphere, 2 get cancels. So 14 minus 5 is equal to 9 millimeter. So 9 millimeter is the height of a cylinder. So now what we have to find out? We have to find out the surface area. So the entire surface area of a capsule. So surface area or total surface area of capsule is equal to CSA, that is curved surface area of cylinder plus curved surface area of two hemispheres. Okay, there are two hemispheres, so we need to find out the total surface area of two hemispheres. CS of cylinder is given by 2 pi RH plus 2 into 2 hemispheres are there, so 2 into CS of hemisphere is 2 pi R square. Okay, we know that the radius is same. The radius of cylinder and the radius of hemisphere both are same. So we can take 2 pi R common here. So if we take 2 pi R common, the remaining will be H, which is the height of a cylinder, plus 2 is common, 2 pi R is common, another 2 is remaining, 2 and R is remaining. Okay. So 2 into 22 by 7 into R, radius is 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 into H is 9 plus 2 into R is 5 by 2. Okay. So here 2 ones are 2 11s are. Next here 2 get cancels. The remaining will be 2 into 11, 22 into 5 divided by 7 into here 9 plus 5. So 9 plus 5 is 14. So here 7 ones are 7 twos are 14. Remaining is 22 into 2 is 44 into 5. So therefore surface area. So surface area of capsule is equal to 4 5 is a 20, 2 carry 4 5 is a 20 and 2, 22 centimeter square. So 220 centimeter square is the surface area of capsule. I hope you understood this. Moving on to this 7th question. Here a tent, the entire diagram is a tent. A tent is in the shape of a cylinder. Okay. So the base is a cylinder surmounted by a conical top. If the height and diameter of a cylindrical part, so the height of a cylindrical part is 2.1 centimeter, which I have written in data. Height of a cylinder is 2.1 meter, and the diameter of a cylinder, is 4 meter. Then the radius of a cylinder will become 4 by 2 is equal to 2 meter. Here we have to find out the surface area of the entire tent and the cost for this canvas which is used to cover the tent. Okay, this is the two things we need to find out. Here one more information they have given, that is a slant height of the cone. Okay, slant height of the cone is 2.8 meter. Next, one more thing is the radius of the cylinder will be equal to the radius of the cone, because both the base of the both shares an equal edge. Okay, so the radius of the cone is also equal to 2 meter. So in order to find the surface area of the entire tent, then we need to find out the curved surface area of two geometrical shapes separately. One is a CSA of a cylinder plus CSA of a cone. Okay, CSA of a cylinder formula is 2 pi RH plus CSA of a cone is pi RL. Here pi R is common. Therefore, if we take pi R common, the remaining will be 2H plus L. Okay, so pi is 22 by 7 into R is 2 into 2 into H. So the H is height of a cylinder, that is 2.1 plus L. L is slant height, that is 2.8. Okay. So here 2 into 22 is 44 by 7 into 2 into 2.1 is 4.2 plus 2.8. So 44 by 7 into here 4.2 plus 2.8. 4.2, 2.8, 8 plus 2, 10, 1 carry, 5, 6, 7, 7.0. 7.0 is nothing but 7. Here 7, 7 get cancels, remaining is 44. Therefore, surface area of tent is equal to 44. Here they have given all the values in meters, so we can write it as meter square. Okay. So next, the second question, surface area is over. Next, the question is cost. So cost of canvas at rupees 500. Okay, at rupees 500 per meter square. Therefore, the surface area, the entire surface area is 44 into this 500 rupees. So this is the cost of canvas at rupees 500. Okay, that is 22,000 rupees. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the 8th question. The 8th question is, from a solid cylinder whose height is 2.4 centimeter and diameter is 1.4 centimeter, a conical cavity of same height, that is the height of a cylinder is equal to the height of the cone. Okay, same height is hollowed out, is just scooped out. Okay, so of same diameter. So I have written the data here. Height of a cylinder. Height of a cylinder is equal to height of a cone, which is equal to 2.4 centimeter. So next is diameter of the cylinder is equal to diameter of the cone. Both are same. So which is equal to 1.4. If diameter is 1.4, then the radius of the cone and cylinder will be 1.4 divided by 2, which is equal to 0.7 centimeter. So what we have to find out here is, we have to find out total surface area of a solid. Okay. So total surface area of a solid is equal to curved surface area of cylinder and curved surface area of cone with one area of base, because other one will be scooped out. So one area of base will be there. So plus area of base. So CSA of cylinder formula is 2 pi RH plus CSA of cone is pi RL plus area of base is pi R square. Okay. Here R and H is there, but L is not there. The slant height is not there. First we have to find it out. So L is equal to square root of R square plus H square. So L is equal to R square. So radius is 0.7 whole square plus H square. H is height is 2.4 whole square. Okay. So L is equal to, if 7 square is 49, then 0.7 square is 4.9 plus if 24 square is 5.76, then 2.4 is 5.76. So this will be 0.49. Sorry. So this will be 0.49. Okay. So 0.49. 0.49 plus 5.76. So it will be 6.25. So L is equal to, so this is 0.49. So please make it correct. So it will become 6.25. So 6.25 means the answer is 2.5. Okay. So 2.5 is the square root of 6.25. So L is equal to 2.5. Here pi r is common. So we can take pi r common here. If pi r is taken common, the remaining will be 2h plus L plus pi r is common, 1 r will be there. Okay. So pi is given by 22 by 7 into r. Radius is 0.7 into 2 into h is height of a cylinder, that is 2.4 plus slant height is 2.5 plus radius is 0.7. Okay. So here 7 ones are 7, 0.1s are. So 22 into 0.1 is 2.2. So 2 into 2.4. 4.8 plus 2.5 plus 0.7. So 2.2 into, so 4.8, 2.5, 0.7. So it is 8.0. So 2.2 into 8.0. That is 2.2 into 8. So this will be TSA of solid is equal to 17.6 centimeter square. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the last question of this session, that is 9th one. A wooden article was made by scooping out means hollowed out hemisphere from each end of the solid cylinder. If the height of a cylinder is 10 centimeter, the height of a wooden article or the cylinder is 10 centimeter, and its base radius, the base radius of the cylinder and the base radius of the hemisphere both are same, which is 3.5 centimeter. So we need to find the total surface area of this article. So total surface area of the wooden article is equal to curved surface area of cylinder plus curved surface area of two hemisphere. Okay, there are two hemispheres scooped out, so we need to take two hemisphere also. So curved surface area of a cylinder formula is 2 pi RH plus curved surface area of two hemisphere is 2 into 2 pi r square. So curved surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi r square, where it has two hemispheres, so we have to take 2 into 2 pi r square. So 2 pi r we need to take common, remaining will be h plus 2r. So 2 into 22 by 7 into r. R is 3.5. H height is 10 plus 2 into r is 3.5. So 2 into 22 by 7 into 3.5 can be written as 7 by 2. Okay, 7 by 2 is also equal to 3.5. So 2 3s are 6, 1 carry, 2 5s are 10. So 3.5. So into 10 plus 2 into 3.5 can be written as 7 by 2. Okay, here 2 get cancels, here 7 and 2 get cancels. So remaining is 22 into 10 plus here 7 is remaining. So next 22 into 17. Okay, so 22 into 17 is, so 17 2s are 34. 17 2s are 34 plus 2, 36. So the answer is total surface area of wooden article is equal to 364 centimeters square. I hope you understood this. If you have any queries or doubts, please comment me in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the videos.